Hello and welcome to Gunster's View from the Top. My name is George LeMieux. I have the privilege of being the chairman of the board of the Gunster Law Firm, and I'm here today with my friend, the former president, now president emeritus of Florida State University, John Thrasher. John, welcome to Gunster's View from the Top.
George, thank you so much, Senator. Great to be with you, and I miss our times together that we've had in the past, but this is really a special time. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you. I like to call you Speaker because that's how I knew you first, when you were the Speaker of the Florida House, but you've done so much in public service. You're a veteran who served in the Army in Vietnam. You served in the Florida legislature, both in the House and the Senate, rising to Speaker of the House, a senator in the Florida Senate. I think, if I remember correctly, also you were a school board member, which is probably the hardest job in public service. And then the 15th president of Florida State University. So thank you for all you've done for our state.
Well, thank you. I agree with you about school board members. They've gotten a lot of attention recently, and they have a hard job. It's I always tell people, when it comes to education, it's where the rubber meets the road. And they've gone through a lot. Parents are involved, and that's a good thing. But people who put themselves out to run for the school board, I admire them. And I think by and large they do a good job.
No, that's right. And these positions, people aren't in them for the money, right? They're in them to help better their communities. We all need to remember that, even in challenging times, that these people are there to help us. So
for sure.
So, Mr. President, Florida State had a meteoric rise under your leadership. So many things to brag about: becoming a top 20 public university, becoming a college, creating a college of entrepreneurship, as I understand it, the only one in the country. Tell us about your amazing journey over the almost 7 years while you were president.
Well, George, I was in the Senate when former President Eric Barron resigned to go be the president of Penn State, and some of our friends, some of your friends and mine both, encouraged me to apply. Admittedly, I wasn't the best and the most popular choice among some of the faculty members, because I guess of my background. But the one thing they didn't understand, that we came to understand each other better, was that I was going to leave politics in the front door and really work for the best interest of our students and our faculty in Florida State University and our system. We have a great system, and I hope we get a chance to talk about that. Not just very proud of Florida State University, but we have 12 amazing public universities in this state that are doing great things for our young people, great things for our economy of our state, and I admire all the people who are involved in those universities, and enjoyed getting to work with them and on some very positive things for our state.
Well, I want to talk about the system, which you played a big part in developing. But before that, I have to ask you, what was the thing you liked most about being president, and what was the hardest part about being president?
Well, the thing I like most, I'll take it first, and you'd probably be surprised, was graduations. I shook over 80,000 hands. Even after COVID and during COVID, we had tried to make it a positive thing. To me, it's a culmination of those years at university, where young people get to have their moment in the sun, if you will, along with their families and their friends. And it's an inspiring thing for us who are working in the university system, but also a gratifying thing to see these young people go out. Some of them go to higher education or more education. Some of them go into the workforce and begin to do things that are very effective for our state and our country. And that, to me, was the most enjoyable thing about what I did. I think the challenge is, when you come to be a president, you think, well, I'm going to go to work every day. I'm going to try to work for the faculty and all that. You never think about shootings on campus, as we've seen so much of recently in our country. Hurricanes, we had 3 that came across the Gulf in or near Tallahassee. I had a fraternity death for hazing that we had to deal with, and things like that require a lot of people trying to understand the complexities of what a university is about, trying to understand the differences between all the students that come there, and trying to keep things going in a positive direction. That probably was one of the bigger challenges, no question about it.
Well, you did a masterful job at that. And I don't think most people recognize that being a president of a university, how many different hats you have to wear. And one of them is, to your last description, is almost like being a mayor of a major city, of all the
I,
things that can happen and go wrong, and keeping people working together besides trying to promote academic excellence.
and this is somewhat of a joke, but I've used that analogy many times in speeches. And I said, if it, at a university, it's just like a small city. We had 45,000 students, another 6 or 7,000 employees and faculty members together. The difference, I think, between that and a regular mayor of a city is that the constituents are 18 and 19 years old, and they present a different complexity of issues. No question about it.
That's definitely true. Well, let's talk about that state university system. And you had a big hand in the Florida legislature with increasing the funding to our state university system, really trying to strive for excellence. And now, like you said, 12 universities. And what most people don't know is the #1 ranked public university system
Exactly.
in the country for the last few years. And, if you would say that to someone in Texas or California, New York, they would never believe it. It's a great story. Tell us how it happened.
Sure. First of all, I give, my compliments to my friends in Gainesville, the University of Florida. I came in the same time as Dr. Kent Fox, and he moved Florida from 14th, I think, in U.S. News and World Report to the top 5. And that's an amazing accomplishment. But other universities have come up also. Florida International, Florida Atlantic, UCF, University of South Florida, all have made tremendous accomplishments in those areas. I attribute it to the fact that the legislature gave us the resources to focus on student success. And that's where we put our resources, hiring more faculty, hiring more distinguished faculty, ensuring that our students could navigate through their curriculum in a positive way. I think you probably know from your research that Florida State University, very proud of the fact that we have the best 4-year graduation rate in the state among the public universities and one of the best in the country. And that, to me, was something I focused on with a lot of enthusiasm, because I know if we can get these young people in the university system, navigate them through their coursework and their majors, they're going to go out and do good things. And they're going to save themselves money, they're going to save themselves, their families money, and certainly open another slot for somebody else to come in. I think those are positive things that our university system is focused on.
So looking forward, Speaker, to the next 5 or 10 years for Florida State and for the state university system, what can we expect as Floridians for this great system we have?
Well, Georgia, our university system is becoming a very popular system. My last year at FSU, we had over 72,000 applications, 73,000. It's incredible. All of our universities are feeling that. And, we don't have enough room for everybody. Even a lot of qualified students now are not being accepted, probably because of the great quality we have. And I go back to your point earlier of 20 years ago, we made some inroads in our K through 12 system that Governor Bush did. I wish he was President Bush.
Me too.
But I think his insight back then has improved dramatically the quality of the young people that are coming to our university system. So I think I look forward to great things from the university system. I'll close to this. I know you've got your time is limited, but I think you understand this probably better than anybody. Our university system, our public university system, is the best bargain in America for quality education and at a reasonably low cost. We haven't had a tuition increase in almost 10 years. The legislature has chosen to support us, and I think the return on investment has been very positive.
No, it's a great thing, and that's why you see, I think, such demand for Florida State and University of Florida and other schools, is because parents know that they can get an amazing education really almost for free if they get a Bright Future scholarship, or if they did Florida prepaid for a very low price over time, and get now what is a world-class education. And not only is that going to pay dividends, for these kids, but it's sure going to pay dividends for our economy and turn Florida into a world-class place. But President Thrasher, you've been generous with your time. Thank you for all your years of public service. please say hello to Gene for us. And I want to
I'll do it.
thank all of our folks for watching Gunster's View from the Top.
Thank you, George. It's been a great treat to be with you, and continued success in all you've done for our state and in our country. And I appreciate the opportunity to see you again and be with you.
Thank you, John. Take care.
Bye-bye.